Aloha, beautiful adventurers. We're back. So, just as we're talking about today, using your feminine energy looks like in business, we had to go through flow because something glitchy happened to all my tech and everything shut down. So, today, Elevate Thursday, what using your feminine energy looks like in your business and why you'd want to use it. Now, I want to put a little bit of a caveat on this. I'm not going to cover everything about feminine energy because that is a whole huge topic. My whole business could be based on this, right? We could have a talk for about a full year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years on this one thing. So in this video, I'm really just highlighting the three main things that I see why you would want to use feminine energy in your business and the core reasons why it's so important to. Now, I'm really passionate about this because my work is all about trying to teach my clients how to find the balance between the doing, the masculine strategy stuff, and the being, the feminine, dreaming, reflective part of us and the creative part of us, right? And what I've been observing with my clients and with a lot of women in business, especially, is that they want to have this feminine energy running and they know about it, but they're really struggling to do that because the current business models that are out there are very masculine based. And what I mean by masculine based is that it's about doing, doing, doing. It's about strategies. It's about plans. There's a lot of structure. And for most women, this doesn't feel really fun. Yeah. It feels a little bit like being boxed in, being caged. And even though they know about this feminine energy and what it should look like, why they want to use it in their business, what it feels like, they're really struggling to make the switch into using it in their business and seeing the benefits of using it in their business, because a lot of people around them are still using masculine strategies and masculine ways of doing business. And of course, if you find that fun, then go for it, right? But if you don't find it fun and you're really feeling like, I just want some of this feminine energy to come through, then stick around in this live because that's what we're doing. Now, to give you a bit of context here, if you look at anyone at the top of their game in any industry, yeah, man or female, you will see male or female or other, because now we identify in lots of ways and I can't catch up. You will see those people at the top of the game using both masculine energy and feminine energy, right? And whether they do that consciously or unconsciously, they're using both these energies in beautiful play and co-creation with each other, right? But when you first start your business, where we get trapped, where I see most people get trapped, and I'm talking about myself included when I first started, is that we're seeing all we see about and talk about is the do, because it's based upon getting results very quickly. Now, there's nothing wrong with doing that, especially at the start. Getting results is really good for your self-esteem, to make you feel confident, like you can run your business and, all of those things. But what I see happening to a lot of, especially female entrepreneurs, is that they get to this place where they burn out and they feel really overwhelmed. Because although getting results is really good in your business and it feels really good to your ego to be like, yay, we're doing something and our business is working, when it comes down to deep satisfaction and feeling fulfilled in your business and feeling like you've got creative energy in there, it starts to feel really hard, like hard work. Yeah. So this is what we are addressing today, is what does using your feminine energy actually look like in your business? Like, I want you to have a few tick things here, like go, okay, I'm seeing this in my business. No, I'm not seeing this in my business, right? So what it actually looks like. And of course, as I said before, we're not going to be able to dive into everything because it's a huge topic, but I'm going to go through three main points. And then three reasons, like if you're not already convinced, three reasons why you'd really want to use feminine energy in your business. And keep that in mind, that every single person at the top of their game, regardless of their gender, regardless of their industry, are using masculine and feminine energy to their advantage, okay? So aloha to those watching on Instagram. Hello to those watching on Facebook. Please drop me a comment when you are here. I would love to see who is here. Hello, Edina. You're late. Don't worry, you're not late because my technology glitched out and it kicked me off. So we started again. So you're right on time. Well done. So what does feminine energy actually look like in your business? This is one of the broad points that I see. One of them is that flow and creativity. Okay, so a lot of you would have heard about wanting to be in flow, wanting to follow soul tugs. Of course, if you're following me, you probably already know about soul tugs. I'm all about it. I do soul-led business. It's about allowing yourself to go in the direction of what feels really joyful and exciting with a lot of creative freedom. Okay, so when we follow a very traditional masculine structure, now there's nothing, I'm definitely not poo-pooing masculine structure because I believe in the balance. But if we step too far over into the masculine structure way of planning our businesses, we box ourselves in where we don't have that freedom to create anything new. We don't have creative freedom to move in new directions as it feels good to us. Yeah. Now, as women who traditionally, so women traditionally embody feminine energy more traditionally. Okay, so as women who traditionally embody feminine energy more, when we feel boxed in, this is when it can get really frustrating. This is when it can feel like we're caged. Yeah. And this is when business can start to become really dissatisfying for us, because we're seeing all of these areas where we could be creative, but because we have followed a masculine structure of, say, speaking on a certain topic or niching or branding, none of which are bad because I teach all of those things, but there's a way to do it in alignment with your feminine energy, right? But if you've done it in a purely masculine way where there's a lot of structure and a lot of kind of playing within the lines, you find that your creative energy is kind of like it's trapped, and it's not even trapped, it's, what's the word, it's strangled. Okay, so when you get to that place, it looks like this lack of creativity. And one of the ways I see this play out with my clients and with people in my audiences is that they, even little simple creative things, well, I say simple, but simple creative things like creating content for posts on social media becomes really hard, because they're trying to think within all of the structures that they have created and set up for themselves based on a masculine paradigm of doing business. Now, because of their obsession or their attention being so much about the structure, they have lost the ability to ignite the creative part of them that would give them endless content to write and talk about. Yeah. So what using your feminine energy looks like in your business is the flow and the creativity. It is on tap. It is running through you. Honestly, when I am tapped into this energy, it's like the problem I have is not that I don't have enough content. It's about which content should I choose, because there is so much running through me that I want to share. But it has to be, I have to make it relevant. I have to choose carefully what I put out there and make sure that it's something that you actually want as well. Yeah. So let me have a look at these comments. Say hello as you catch us on Instagram. Say hello as you catch us on Facebook or on the replay, #replay. And as you're watching, let me know if you have any questions. I will go through the questions and I always come back to answer them on these Elevate Lives, whether you catch me live or on the replay. Yes, connection and harmony in the feminine masculine balance. Yes. Being boxed in and chained there too long. Yes, setting me and my business free. Yay, Edina. Yay. And that's what I want. Yeah. So what it looks like when you're using your feminine energy in business is this flow and creativity. There is never a moment when you're like, oh, I don't know what to do next. It's like, I know what to do next. We're going in this direction. We're going to create that. And it's just like fire. Yeah. Little sparks all the time. And I would love that for you. So the second way that I see feminine energy really showing up in your business is this. It's the trust in the pause and presence. Okay. So trust in the pause and presence. When we are activating masculine energy and we're doing within structures that are also masculine, within all of these structures and plans and programs and things like that, then we don't often have time, or we perceive that there is not enough time to pause. Okay. So part of this pause is what we're going to talk about next, which is reflection. So trusting in the pause, and that the pause itself, the stopping moment, the presence point, is a very important part of the process of growing your business. Now, we will talk about this very soon because that's my third point. It's about reflection, right? But just know that when you are using your feminine energy in your business, you have a deep trust in the pause and the presence of yourself. Yeah. And part of this trust in the pause is not only about trusting the pause that is deliberate on your part, it's trusting any of those moments in your business where it looks like it's coming to a standstill. Yeah, there's suddenly no momentum, or it just stops, or there's no new clients, or whatever it is that pauses. There's a deep trust in that things are working in the background to help you to create what it is that you want, and that you actually don't need to do anything to have that happen. Yeah. Now, as I said before, it's all about the balance. I do believe in doing and some action that is aligned. But when we're in the feminine energy, it is about cultivating this trust piece, this energy of trusting that everything that you desire for yourself and your business is coming to meet you. And the way that it comes to meet you is not by the actions that you do. Yeah. It's about the fact that you are an energetic match to what it is that you desire. And an energetic match to what it is that you desire doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do anything. You just have to be in that place. Let me know if this is making sense and dropping in for you. This is a huge concept. Actually, I'm like, I should have just done a live just on this one thing because this is massive. And I'm trying to truncate it down into like 5 minutes of speaking. Let me have a catch up on these comments. Yes, or in a void, right? Yeah, so the pause or the stopping could be the void. Yep. I have come to that trust place this morning and there's no discomfort there anymore. Yay, I'm so stoked for you, Irina. That's awesome. Yes, this is a big one for especially new entrepreneurs who are used to the everything's happening, right? Can you trust in the pause? And when you are deeply tapped into your feminine energy, you have that trust. You know everything is ticking along. You know that everything is going to get done. Yeah. So I actually went to a healing about 3 months ago with a beautiful Māori healer. And she said this to me. She said, you know, the old kuia, which are like the old grandmothers, they always know that things will get done and they don't need to just do. You know, it was something along those lines. She said it in more eloquent ways. But this is really about embodiment of the feminine energy. It's really trusting in the process, trusting in the slowness. Everything will get done when it gets done. Yeah. Everything will get done even when you are stopping and pausing or in the void. Yeah. So that's the second way that your feminine energy actually looks like in your business. You have this deep trust in the pause and presence, which is being here in the now. You have deep presence in this moment. Yeah. What masculine strategy and structures often cause us to do is that we lose presence and we start to always be looking forward at things. Yeah, it's like getting to the next level. It's like I've got this goal and I've got to go, and it's just always forward thinking, reaching into the future. Feminine energy is about that balance of bringing ourselves back here. Yeah, being, absolute being. And the way that we be is be here now, which is presence. Drop me any questions if you have them. Let them come rolling. Let me know what is coming in for you, what is being highlighted. So the third way that is commonly seeing feminine energy coming through is this one of reflection and reconnection to the dream. Okay, so actually 2 points there. Naughty me. I'm trying to put it into 3, but it's actually like 6 points that I'm giving you. So the first one, reflection. It's like, how often do you spend time reflecting on what has happened? Yeah, what is happening in your business, what has happened. This is part of that feminine energy, is the pause. We stop and we reflect as to what has happened. As I said before, if you look at anyone who is top of their game, regardless of their gender, in any industry, you will know that they use both of these energies really well, masculine and feminine. Part of the feminine energy is the reflection part. Yeah, masculine is do, forward, 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 forward. Feminine is pause, stop, reflect. Yeah, so kind of opposites, right? So it looks like reflection. If you are not taking time to reflect in your business on a pretty consistent pattern, if you're not doing that, then I would hazard to say that you are really in your masculine and you are just doing without taking this valuable time to reflect what has happened in your business. This moment of pausing, as we just talked about, this moment of pausing and being in reflection actually allows you to improve and to then allow the action, i.e., the masculine part, to do of what you're going to do next to be more powerful and potent, because you have had time to look at what could be improved upon in your business. Yeah. If you don't ever reflect, you never really have a clear idea of how to improve as you move forward. And so a lot of people don't take time to do this reflection piece in their business because they are overwhelmed with the to-do list. They have a running list of actions that they need to be taking. Now, if you were to just take a moment to reflect, i.e., be in the feminine, yeah, you would have a clearer path of how to then act or move forward that is going to be a lot more potent for you. So again, I often see too many women, especially on the treadmill, just doing, not taking the pause, not reflecting. And so therefore, like taking action that is actually not even really reaping them rewards. Yeah. They're taking a lot of action and a lot of output of energy is going towards that action without much coming back. It's wasted action. And it's because they have failed to reflect, which is part of this feminine energy. Yeah. Pause, rest, and reflect is a phrase on a planter box I walk past often in our wee village. Great planter box. I love your wee village. Yes. So reflection is part of this feminine energy. It's kind of just coming inwards, taking a moment to go inwards. Yeah. And equally related to that reflection is this opportunity when we pause and reflect to reconnect to our dream, our purpose, our reason why we started our business. Yeah. So if you are constantly doing the actions in your business, the strategies, the showing up on social media time, the creating of your website, making sure that your messaging is good, all of those things, if you're constantly there, you don't have time to reflect and you lose that connection to why you even started your business. Yeah. And what the dream is for you. And of course, if you are not connected to your dream, what this means is that, again, your actions start to get more action for action's sake rather than actions that are aligned to what it is that you want to create. This reflection and reconnection to the dream piece is really important for you if you're feeling like a bit just like a bit, what's the words? My words are not coming out today. This is really important for you if you're feeling a bit discouraged with your business right now. If you're like, far out, what am I doing? If that's where you are and you're just like, you're not sure, I would invite you to invite in this feminine aspect of reflection and reconnection to the dream today. Yeah. Reflect on what has happened so far. And then reconnect to why you started your business. This is often when I meet people who are like discouraged by their business, or they feel like it's not going anywhere, or they're feeling at the point of overwhelm and burnout, it's usually because they haven't done the last two, which is the pause, the presence, and then the reflection and reconnection to the dream. Yeah, it's one of those things that they've been missing. So that is what using feminine energy looks like in your business. It looks like this flowing creativity. It looks like trusting in the pause and presence. And it looks like reflection and reconnection to the dream. As I said before, there are so many other things that feminine energy does. You know, we could talk about boundaries and blah, 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 like empowered feminine energy. We could talk about all those things, but there's not enough time. Like, there literally is not enough time. So I wanted to look at the big three that I see coming through for women in business particularly. Yeah. So out of those three things, flowing creativity, trusting in the pause and the presence, reflection and reconnection to the dream, which one of those looks like an area of which you could improve upon more? Yeah. Which one of those, number 1, 2, or 3, flow and creativity, trust in the pause and presence, or reflection and reconnection to the dream, which one of those three, just drop me a number, feels like the one that you could give more attention to? Yeah. An area where you could utilize your feminine energy more closely in your business. Which one of those three? Now, for those of you watching replay, hashtag replay, drop me a number 1 to 3. For those of you watching live, drop me a number 1 to 3. I'm just curious to see where you're at. So let us move on. Why would you want to use feminine energy in your business? So now that we know what it looks like in your business, why? Why do you want to use this? I think you already know, but I want to make it really clear if you're still needing convincing of why you need this. For one, remember, everyone at the top of their game, whatever industry, whatever gender, is balancing these two things, feminine energy and masculine energy. If you are sold into the lie that you just have to keep doing, it's not correct, right? Just look at the people who have created wealth, success, impact in the world. They are using both of these energies in co-creation with each other. Yeah, they are in support of each other. They're not using one over the other. So if that is not enough, let's dive into the top 3 reasons why I think that you should use it more. Yeah. Number 1 is you get to have more freedom to be creative. This to me is like the reason why I started my business, right? I was just like, I want to live life on my terms. I want to be able to express myself really fully. And being the boss of my business allows me to do this. Now, of course, freedom to be creative means that you have to deeply trust that what you're putting out there is really valuable, and that what you're putting out there is going to be valuable to the people who are attracted to your business. So again, we come through this kind of interconnectedness of all of these things we've talked about today, is that with the freedom to be creative, you also have to have the deep trust that what you're creating is going to be well received. Yeah. It's all meshed together. So this is probably the top reason for me. When I am embodying and using feminine energy in my business, I get to have the freedom to be more creative, because I'm not looking at the structures or the strategy or the lines of which masculine paradigm business wants me to go. Yeah. I'm allowing myself, because I deeply trust in my creative energy, I'm allowing myself to maybe just push those lines out a bit, or to go over here for a little bit, maybe come back on track. You know, like I allow myself to be creative in what it is that I do. Now, creativity, of course, is not just about writing or dancing or arts and things like that. It's about, yes, it's about creativity with your work. It's about creativity with your offers, how it is that you put your offers out, what kind of strategies you decide to use, what kind of business model you go after. It's the freedom to create whatever kind of business it is that you desire, along with any kind of strategies or structures that you desire, because everything works. Yeah. Every structure, strategy, model works. It just depends what feels good to you. Yeah. And when you can tap into your feminine energy, which is also connected to the dream, yeah, the dream, The dream can dictate what is your deepest desires. And from that place, you get to choose all of the strategies, the masculine things that will really allow you to flourish with more ease and more fun. Yeah. So this freedom to be creative is not just about creating content and creating new offers. Yeah. It's also about a freedom to be creative, as in make up your dream business. What is your version of your dream business? How does that look? Yeah. What kind of strategies do I use? What kind of business model do I use? Do I have a team? Do I not have a team? You get to decide all of this. And that is what using the feminine energy allows you to do in your business, is you get to create your business whatever way you like. And it is in that deep trust of yourself that you go for it. Yeah. For me, this is absolute freedom. This is one of the big reasons I started my business, because I wanted the freedom to truly express myself, to be creative, to have the handle and reins on everything. Yeah. Bit of control freak. Okay, let me look at these comments. Okay, learning the pause. And I know as I'm being this more, the reflection piece will be easier. Yes. Yeah, because it's hard to reflect when you're not comfy in the pause or the stopping. Yeah. It really is, because you're like, I need to do something. I need to do something. So you're stopping yourself from reflecting really effectively. So I know number one still needs more attention and focus. Then number two will become easier. Then three is automatically loud when I've cleared the intention. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, totally. Thank you for sharing, Edna. So why would you want to use feminine energy in your business? First one is you get to have more freedom to be creative, i.e. create the business of your dreams on your terms, okay? The second one is you reconnect to the dream. It's a be state. It's not a do state, it's a be state. It's a being state, okay? When you why is this so important to reconnect to the dream? One is so that you have an internal motivation, an internal desire to do some of the actions that are necessary in business. Okay, so that is the masculine side. We work in conjunction with the two, yeah, but we make sure that the actions that we take are in alignment to the dream that we want. So if our dream is to work part-time, what kind of actions would we need to take in our business to ensure that we can do that? Yeah. If our dream is to create big impact in the world, what kind of actions would we have to take in alignment to create that dream? So you see that when you reconnect to the dream, which is a feminine aspect, because it is about desire, because it is about the pause, because it is about the reflection, that piece. When you reconnect to the dream, the action that you take thereafter is in more alignment. It's more effective for you. You're not just doing for the sake of doing. Every action is very purposeful and very conscious. And if you're doing this really well, you're reconnecting to the dream, you're being the person who creates that dream, you're being the dream at this very moment in time. This energy transfers into your action, and it signals to the universe like, I'm here. I am a match to what it is that I want. And when this happens, this makes the manifestation process so much quicker, because the universe literally comes to meet you as an energetic match to that energy. Yeah, this is resonance, energetic resonance. Any questions? I know I went through those concepts like boom, 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 really, really quickly. I expect a lot of questions after this Elevate Thursday, because I realize now that I'm speaking about what I'm speaking about, I'm like, each of these points could have been their own lives. So drop me all your questions. I always come back and I answer all of them. So yeah, don't be afraid to. If something went over your head, let me know. So number two, why you would want to use it is to reconnect to your dream, which allows you to be in a be state, which allows you to be an energetic match to what it is that you want, which means that your manifestations or creations come to you quicker, because the universe comes to meet you because you're a vibrational match to what it is that you want. And it also means, by reconnecting to the dream, that you are taking action that is really purposeful and really conscious and in alignment to your dream. So there's no more wasted action, no more wasted energy doing things that you don't actually have to do in your business. Okay. All right. Hashtag replay. Let me know what is dropping in for you. Awesome. Pick me. Thank you. It has been good. Yes. So the third reason why you would want to use feminine energy in your business, if you need more reasons, I think this like surely you're convinced by now that you're like, okay, if I haven't got if you're one of these people like I haven't got my feminine energy on board, I'm totally convinced that we have to do this. But if you're not, here's a third reason, right? It makes this business journey way more easier, way more fluid, way more fun and exciting, way more satisfying, all of those things. Yeah. Because think about it, if you have freedom to be creative, if you have freedom to express yourself in whatever way that you desire in your business, if you are taking action and connected to your dream, like you're lit up by your business because you remember why you started it, if you are deeply trusting in yourself, yeah, and the gifts that you have to give to the world, then of course this business journey is going to be more fun, more exciting, more satisfying. Yeah. It becomes easier because, as I talked about in the last point, you're taking action now that is actually going to make a difference in your business rather than just taking action for action's sake. Yeah, because you have taken the time to reflect and you've also taken the time to reconnect to the dream. Yeah. So I'll say that again because I think I cut out a little bit. The reason why it becomes easier is because you have that moment of reflection where you know what has worked in the past and what hasn't, and you're reconnecting to the dream at the same time. And so every action thereafter gets to become really potent because you've had the time to reflect on what has and hasn't worked, and you're taking a time to reconnect to your dream so you know what actions are actually going to help you to create what it is that you desire. Yeah. So that's how being in your feminine allows you to actually have an easier journey. Yeah. Because you're not just taking action for action's sake anymore. And of course, the fluidity comes with the creativity. Yeah, if you allow yourself, if you trust yourself enough to just allow your creative energy to come forward, your feminine creative energy to come forward, you get to have more fun. You get to create more. You get to fully express yourself in your business. Yeah. And I don't know about you, maybe this isn't your kind of business, but for me, that feels like freedom. When I can fully express myself in my business, no bars held, through the way that I present in my content, through the way that I make offers, through all of those areas, avenues, through creating my business models and my strategies, through picking and choosing what is right for me, this is freedom. Yeah, that's how, and you get to be more fluid. So this doesn't need to be something that you decide on now and it stays like that. You get to move with how you feel. Yeah. To me, that is freedom. Yeah. To me, that is evolvement. And of course, this leads you to be more satisfied with what you're doing. Because if you're truly in the driver's seat and you're trusting yourself, trusting this creative energy that is inherently feminine, then you should be really satisfied with what it is that you are creating because you're not creating within someone else's model, someone else's strategy, or towards someone else's dream. You are creating purely for yourself and then, so firstly for yourself and then creating for your people. Yeah. So I hope that that has been a really mind blowing, a really, I don't know, one of these. I hope that this live has been one of those ones where you've gone, whoa, there's a lot of stuff in here. Yeah. And there's a lot of things that I have to, that I'd like to adopt in my business. So, what using your feminine energy looks like in your business, we covered 3 top things that I see and why you'd want to do it. Again, we covered 3 reasons, if you needed them afterwards, to use feminine energy in your business. Now, if you're going, oh my gosh, I'd love to do this more, I'd love to embody more feminine energy in my business. I've been pausing. I've been procrastinating on doing this part, right? I've just been doing. Then I would love to invite you into FemFlow. This is my new offer. It's a monthly membership container, and it is totally all about feminine energy. So we're not going to do lots of actions afterwards. It's all about your presence and being. Now, I have a special going on for the last week of birthday month. Oh my God, it's the last week of birthday month. I'm so sad. I'm going to have to wait till next August. But I have a chance to win a month free in FemFlow, which is worth 200 US dollars. And all you have to do is comment in this live, whether you're on Instagram or on Facebook, yes, please, like big bold letters, like yes, please put your hand up and I will pop you in the draw. Now, the draw ends at this Friday, 5 p.m. New Zealand time, and I will be drawing live afterwards 3 lucky winners to have a month free in FemFlow container. And as I said before, it's all about cultivating and using our feminine energy to transfer it into our business. As I said before, it's valued at 200 US dollars per person, only available for 3 people. So if you're interested in joining me in FemFlow and you want to have a little taster, pop in yes, please, into the comments. We start Monday, the 5th of September with our first call at 9 a.m. New Zealand time. And of course, with your free month in FemFlow, it includes the call and a full month of support afterwards in our private Facebook group, right? It's valued at 200 USD. Honestly, like the kind of support that I give to my people in my group, it's worth way more than that. But I got told to make it this price. So, and you might get it for free. So if you're interested, drop in yes, please into the comment and I will pop you in the draw. Now, there's a few more ways that you can get more entries if you're interested. Hop into my pinned post on Instagram or into my Facebook latest post, and you're going to see some more ways that you could win by tagging your besties, your business besties, sharing it, all of that jazz. The more that entries that you put in, the more chances you have to win. So, lovelies, let me wrap up today's lovely Elevate Thursday. What using your feminine energy looks like in business. I hope that you're really clear of what it looks like and maybe where the gaps are for you. And if you need a convincing why you'd want to. Again, if you want to work on this, if you want to embody more of your feminine energy, come and join us in FemFlow. You have a chance to win 1 of 3 spots. And you just need to comment to this lovely live, yes, please, and I'll pop you in. Drawing at 5 p.m. Friday. Alrighty, lovelies. Ciao for now.